Lesson 4.2 Individual Singularity. The element of individual differentiation that emerges from individuation processes guides decision making. It's able to condition the physical production factor, steering and determining it according to logics that have come to characterize a new stage in the development of markets. The profiling of users based on a segmentation logic permitted markets to be broken down into households and consumer categories to which supply is then targeted. Is not longer up to for grasping the dynamics at play. From the point of view of enterprises, the application of segmentation methodologies to enable management to understand the market by gathering structured information and breaking it down into variables. On the basis of this hypersegmentation, potential consumer groups with similar characteristics can be created and singled out as target markets, brought a number of key advantages. Such advantage derived primarily from the optimization of the outcomes and resources invested, thereby minimizing the dispersion of capital to focus on a core business of more profitable operations. On display in the high dynamic scenarios introduced by the digital revolution and in effort to meet the need to make profiling more specific and able to capture more personal components, such methodologies have been replaced by a new interpretative scheme based on personas. The personas are a tool for profiling the user of a certain good and service, which aims to find a midway between knowledge of the universal and knowledge of the individual by enriching the structural information available, tied more to demographic and economic variables with information available of the behavior, interests and aspirations of people. In its attempt to identify broad categories of individuals, while at the same time preserve the concrete and tangible nature of real people, the concept of personas seeks to strike a balance between the universal and the particular, finding it in the median dimension of the exemplar of archetype. But even explainedness understood with a partial simplification as an expression of the archetype is in any case at a level of abstraction that neglects various aspects of concrete individual singularity. As archetypes, personas do achieve a certain verisimilitude, but ultimately they are fictions, and as such they bring the adverse implication and contrasted with the abstractive approach implied by the simplification paradigm. Demands for goods and services, however, is changing fast, driven by highly variable and contradictory trends that are fundamentally tied to the impact of technology on people. Markets are extremely variable in terms of kind and unstable in terms of time, and the marketing categories that underpinned the logic of promotion for goods and service in the past are no longer so well suited to the task, both in their traditional expression and in more recent versions. The potential value of individual singularity unlocked by the digital revolution will soon make even personas a tool of the past. With the immense computational capacity of modern-day data analytics, business will no longer need to turn to the simplification epitomized by personas, as they will have direct access to a boundless number of individual profiles. Compared to the power of singularities freed from the limitation of classification, the strategic utility of the archetype fades in its appeal and exemplariness, assumes the alternative connotation in its semantic range of uniqueness and singularity.